Hey there, thanks for joining the Christian Media Marketing Show. My name is John Rawls. I am the owner of Kavanaugh Media. I get to work with a great group of people and a team that cares about you. People like you who are out there trying to make Jesus famous, who are evangelizing, who are discipling, who are using technology to see that God's kingdom goes to every place, to every tribe, tongue, and language. So thanks for spending some time with me today as we dive each week into topics of social media marketing, of technology, of digital engagement, just ideas, strategy, philosophy, lots of different things, all for that one goal. We live in an unbelievable time. A time right now where literally we can go almost anywhere in the world, and we can go into the most remote places using technology. If you go anywhere and you look, you're going to see people on a mobile phone, connected wirelessly to the internet all around the world. It's just an unbelievable time, second only maybe to the beginning of the church itself, during that period of the Roman peace and when Koine Greek itself was being used all throughout the Roman Empire. So I'm excited by what I'm seeing in the world. I'm excited by the reports that we are hearing back from the different teams and organizations and denominations that we get to serve. I just got back this last weekend. 3 of us on our team were at a digital engagement training. 7 brand new teams are launching. We helped build the websites, disciple tools, using all sorts of encrypted blockchain types of stuff we were demonstrating there, doing training on the marketing side, just working with a fantastic denomination, mission organization, groups of teams throughout 7 different countries, both Europe and the Middle East. Now, the travel itself was crazy. Just have to tell you, the Paris Charles de Gaulle airport is just in chaos right now. So that was stressful, and it was tiring because I think I've been home like 4 days in the last 4 weeks, all over the world, working with teams, but I love it. And I loved getting to do it with our team. We've got one more training coming up real soon. We're going to be over in Taiwan in the first part of December. We have 2 or 3 different mission orgs that are going to come in from multiple countries for kind of a hybrid training, both in person and also online. So I'm really looking forward to that. I love Taiwan. I love the people there. That's where we used to work and do church planting work there. And so I'm excited to be back in a place with people that I love. So that's kind of what's been going on. It is exciting to hear some of the reports back. I just got a message this morning from Sean on our team that in one country they reached out to us saying, please turn the ad off. They were getting too many messages. That's exciting. That isn't always what happens. All right. Sometimes you're going to run ads and you don't get messages. Every country is different. Every location is different. And so it's really important that this idea that you're just going to run media and you're going to have a movement, that's not how it works. That's not the reality. That probably the times when amazing things do happen, yeah, people talk about it. But what doesn't get talked about are these teams and groups out there that are just consistently running ads, putting out media content, lifting up Jesus, and slowly but surely the results start to come in. And I'm excited about both. Whether the Lord moves fast or slow, it's in His timing and in His way. And the key thing here is that a principle, not a best practice. Best practices are good, but they're constantly changing. Principles don't change. And the principle is that God, through His Spirit, is at work. And that we lift up His Son. He then draws people to them. So we're just trying to leverage technology and digital engagement to that end. So whether the Lord decides to move fast or slow, we want to be faithful in doing what our part is, which is our faith, our prayers, our working on behalf of the Lord and trusting Him for those results. Now, with all that being said, we're going to dive into an area where we look at what God might be doing, and we look at the results from our work today. And I want to introduce you to a new named tool, but it's still somewhat the same tool, and it's one that I highly recommend that you are using. And it's called, well, it was called Google Data Studio. And in Google Data Studio, it is a tool that lets you visualize what's happening in your Google Ads, in your search traffic, on your YouTube channel, on your website. So even if people are coming to your website from, say, a Facebook ad or Instagram, you can see what's happening once they leave the marketing side and come to your content area, your websites. Well, Google, just a couple weeks ago, renamed the product, and now it's called Looker. It's a weird name. I'm just going to tell you. I don't think Google thinks about marketing with their own titles and stuff sometimes, but their new platform is called Looker. And this is a part of a broader product, in essence, that they're doing of a data part to this. So you're seeing here that when they bought this, they bought the Looker product. Well, now it's all coming under this umbrella, and they have moved Google Data Studio under that as well. So they call it a business intelligence platform. We can call it whatever, a ministry intelligence platform, because the key thing here is that we use this data to drive strategy, think about areas of growth hacking or changes or tests, A/B tests, iterations. It gives us pictures as to what people are doing on our website. It gives us the ability then to tell stories from that data. That's why I liked it, Data Studio. The part that we use this a lot, and so for any of our clients that we work with, it allows us to let them see what's happening on their ads without logging into, say, Facebook Business Manager. This is important for security reasons, right? So you're not having to use a VPN to log in to see Ads Manager, how your ads are doing. And in not quite, but almost real time, now there's a slight delay there, you can see campaign, ad sets, ads, video metrics, and so much more. So the name has changed, and I think there's going to be some new data analysis tools that are going to be a part of this, both on just the basic level here, the free level. There is a paid, more advanced level, but I don't think you have to use that. If you are, great, but this is a free tool that we use all the time. So we use these Looker or Data Studio reports to help us visualize what is happening, but to also communicate with our prayer partners as well. So team members, teams that we get to serve, get to see their results without having to put the account at risk by logging in from some other country or VPN. But then it can allow these teams to share with their prayer partners or churches just what is happening. Now, I'm not going to show any of our reports today simply because those are private and very secure things. But I do want to show you some things about how they work. So when you get into Data Studio, and you go to that, it's going to call it now Looker Studio. There is a template in there that helps you see what to do or how to use this. It shows you how to copy and edit a report. It shows you how to edit charts. This one thing right here, to me, is a tremendous improvement, because Data Studio, these reports aren't necessarily always easy to figure out. And so you work on it and you watch, there's YouTube videos and stuff, but if you're looking at the Data Studio and then trying to make your own, well, it can be a real challenge. So we're recording this. This is going to be on our YouTube channel. If you're listening to this on the podcast, you might want to go to our website and click on it, but to watch what I'm describing to you here. But when you go into and sign into Google Data Studio to Looker Studio, one of the templates on the top is just this. It says start here. And so how to edit a report, how to add charts or edit them, how to set up date ranges and filters, how to connect your data, which is something we're going to look at here in just a minute. Charts to show you what's happening. They have maps, pie charts, bar charts, scattered charts, bullet charts, area charts, lots of charts. All right. So the visual part of telling these stories, you can share these reports. That's what I was referring to earlier with your prayer partners, supporting churches, or just your team. You can measure this. Your Google Analytics can be a part of this a lot. All right, so there's a ton that you can use these for. And if you're doing this yourself, I really recommend you get in there, you press buttons, and you're probably going to want to watch some YouTube videos training you and showing you how to use this more in depth. But we use it all the time for all of our clients. And we use it for things like this. This is a screen in Google Data Studio using a plugin from Power My Analytics. So we pay to be able to get this plugin, this connector that allows us to pull information from Facebook and Instagram, from Meta, right into Google Data Studio. And there is a template, which if you're watching this show right now, you'll see, which gives you everything from campaign, ad sets, ads, video engagement. If you have an app, that engagement, the breakdowns by device, all sorts of pixel events. So if you have custom pixel events, they can show up there a lot. So this connector, it does cost money. So if you're going to use this, you will have to pay money to use this connector, but I find that it saves us a tremendous amount of time. So we have bought a very large license for this, and we use it with all of our clients. You don't have to have this. You can download that data straight from Facebook and get it into, for example, Google Sheets. If you can get the information into Google Sheets, it will come into your Google Data Studio report. So that's great if you don't need real-time information. Let's say it's monthly reporting or something like that. Run the reports. This is what I talked about just a couple weeks ago on the year-end auditing. That's ad reporting. Get it into Google Sheets as a spreadsheet, and then you can pull it into a Data Studio report and build one yourself that way. But if you want more real-time information, then you're going to want to pay for this connector. I really like Power My Analytics, and it's one we use all of the time. You can also build reports from your Google Analytics. It's built into it. So here's an example that shows you where your people are coming from, how many people are coming to your website, how many sessions, how many times are they coming, how many page views, the bounce rate, like do they come to your landing page and then go to other places on your websites? How are they coming to your website? Is it direct or typing in the name of your page? Are they coming through search ads? Are they coming through Facebook ads? Where are they coming from? Age, gender, lots of information. The key here is that there's a tremendous amount of templates that are already built into this. They're there. You just need to provide the data for them. And then the more you do it, the more you're going to understand what data is important. Now, a couple things real quick. Be careful when you're going into this that you don't do information overload. This is a dashboard. So think about your vehicle. You need to know how fast are you driving. Now, what's the speed that you're doing? You might want to see how much fuel that you have left. You might want to see, like, where are you going? I usually almost always have my GPS map up in my vehicle just in case traffic is stopped someplace. But you don't necessarily need to know what the temperature is of, your oil right now. You want to know if something goes wrong, but you can put too much information and can clutter a dashboard in your vehicle. Same thing here. So less is more. Get the information that is critical for you, either to tell the stories of what is happening on your website, or for people to know how to pray, or whatever your objective is. make sure your data reports, your stories here are doing that. They're telling the story. They're giving you or your people actionable information. All right, so be careful that you don't overwhelm this report and try to put everything on one page. If nothing else, create multiple pages that can let people dive into it in more detail if they want to be able to do that. So you can get started. Go to datastudio.google.com. Don't be surprised it's called Looker. All right, that's all a part of it. That's just the way that it works. All right, they are constantly iterating, changing names, doing things. That's how some of these products like Google tend to work, but they're good and they're good products. And I hope that they're one that will benefit you to see what's happening, to see how God is at work, but also to be able to communicate that then with other people, your prayer partners, your teammates, churches, whoever that might be. Thank you for just being a part of this show each week. I have appreciated just some of the messages recently that some of you have been sending to me during my travels. We are so grateful to partner with you, to partner with different organizations who are helping us grow and serve more. We will be adding, it looks like 2 more full-time workers to the Kavanaugh team. And so some of you have reached out about that. Thank you. I'm really excited about where God is directing this ministry. This business as mission is His. So He can grow it and He can end it. It's His. And that's a key part to this from the very beginning that we have started, is that we just want to serve Him. We want to specialize in this area, dive into it, always be learning, and try to share with you all that we can on that as well. So if there's things that you'd like to hear, training that you'd like to see, anything like that, make sure you reach out. Send me a direct message on Twitter. Send us a message from the website on KavanaughMedia.com. We would love to hear from you. All right, so until next time, dive into this, play with your Data Studio or Looker Studio reports, and just see how you might be able to use those to tell the stories of what God is doing in your context. May God bless it. May He bless you. May He bless all of your efforts to make His Son famous. Until next time, take care and God bless.